This is a backpack trip to experience the sight, sound, fragrance, taste, and the spirit of the Kumbh Mela. Join me in my journey to find harmony between mind, body, and soul, as well as seek some divine blessings. I moved in to visit the Sanskriti Gram, which was to be a 29-day cultural extravaganza. The entire Sanskriti Gram was developed across 10 acres to spread awareness about the history and significance of the Kumbh. The Sanskriti Kumbh lived true to the words of one great extravaganza. The first things to see were the artifacts of the 5500 BC Indus Valley Civilization. This followed a depiction through art and craft of how this advanced civilization lived with sophisticated drainage systems, marketplace, sculpture, pottery, weight measurements, and many other things. The evidence suggests that they had a highly developed city life. The social conditions of the citizens were comparable to those in Sumeria and superior to the contemporary Babylonians and Egyptians. These cities display a well-planned urban system. Details of the Vedic age, its significance, and its various sub-branches were all well exhibited. The Guru-Sishya Parampara was also displayed in the form of clay and paper figures. The Vedas itself were taught and passed on to generations through this mere recital. Perhaps this practice is followed in the present Indian education system, which relies on memorizing for exams. Also presented were the various sacrificial rituals using Agni or fire. I moved to the cultural section where there were no live performances, but there were some good murals, sculptures, and photo opportunities for everyone. So this is some Kalagram, so we're just going to check that. Earlier we saw the culture and heritage of India. So that's a beautiful Ganpati sculpture. All around, beautifully sculpted figurines and statues of Hindu gods and goddesses were displayed. It is termed as the biggest cultural festival, celebrating the conglomeration of spiritual consciousness and cultural heritage of India. The paintings and murals were very unique and beautiful. It brought about the rich art and culture that exists in India. It was indeed an art lover's paradise. Also on display were bangles, marble sculptures, traditional dresses, bronze artifacts, Madhubani paintings, earrings, terracotta artifacts, and many other things of interest for men and women to shop. It is no surprise then that UNESCO has inscribed the Kumbh Mela on the list of intangible cultural heritage for humanity. The Vedic exhibition gallery also had recreated mandaps to depict how Vedic rituals were conducted in ancient times. Many akhadas to this day follow the rituals in similar setups. One of the great attractions were the idols of gods and demons involved in the great grand ocean churn to generate the immortal nectar using the mythological snake called Adisesha. I moved into an exhibition area which had so many interesting things displayed on the history of the Kumbh dating back to the 18th century. They were all very well preserved. Many official letters at the time of the British Raj, whilst organizing the Kumbh some 200 years ago, were on display, including photographs and accounts of various expenses. That's good enough proof of how grand the Kumbh was at that time. Up front, it showcased the rich cultural heritage of India in all its rich and varied dimensions.
We also have some pictures of the 1906 Kumbh Mela, which is 20th century's first Kumbh Mela, and it was equally crowded. Now this is very interesting. This is the receipts, the expenses for the Ardh Kumbh Mela in 1875-76. So, lot of records here. I do not know what is the exact amount, but it looks like the income is 9,127 rupees.
The exhibition ended with some beautiful paintings by several artists, all themed around the Kumbh. The proof of ancient civilization, ancient artifacts, community living, breathtaking paintings, as well as mythological stories in sketches, it brought about the rich culture that India is known for. In the end, I was glad that I made it to this art and culture show because it gave a first-hand account of the rich Indian culture and tradition as well as the heritage we have all heard about.